Okay. Sound for this?
Imatic Face Station is the revolutionary new way to create 3D facial animation. When you provide Face Station with video of an actor speaking into a camera, Face Station automatically creates matching facial animation in a 3D animation package, from a smile to surprise to a frown. The actor literally drives the 3D character. It's that simple and that amazing.
So I show this as a kind of state-of-the-art motion capture for facial movements and lip syncing. The company that produced this software assisted me with my prosthetic head project. We couldn't actually use this software, but we used the source code for the facial animation for the head. So here we sort of constructed what I call a prosthetic head. Chris, next slide please. Okay. And this prosthetic head is premised on a couple of statements from two philosophers. Nietzsche's idea that there's no being behind the doing, it's the action itself that really counts. In other words, agency really is what we retroactively assign a cause for some event. It doesn't need to be that way. The next slide, please. And a statement by Wittgenstein that we do not have to locate agency inside the head. We don't have to locate intelligence, inside our brains. In other words, intelligence is what manifests itself on the paper upon which we're writing, or within with the lips and within the space in which we're speaking. So again, locating conveniently an internal agent is just a Western metaphysical construct. And it's an arbitrary one at that. You don't have to construct the body in this way. So we constructed a 3D mesh, a 3,000 polygon mesh. This is using 3D Studio Max. Remember, this was done in about 2002. We created a skin and replicated the face, producing the morphing points for animation to speak all the phoneme sounds. The eyeballs, tongue and teeth are separate moving elements in this 3D model. And the head has a database, a conversational strategy, and it speaks to the person who interrogates it. So for example, if Chris, you introduce yourself again to the head.
Hi there. What's your name?
So, yeah, say your name.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Great to meet you, Chris. What kind of work do you do? So
the head has a conversational strategy that allows it to answer any kind of question. Instead of me asking it questions, would someone like to ask the head a question? It can be a personal, professional, philosophical, or nonsensical question to see how the head responds. It can't be a very long question because there's only 50 characters in the text box. So would anyone like to ask the head a question? Just yell out a question. Any question?
Is it about your creator?
I'm sorry?
What do you think of your creator?
What do you think of your creator?
I am Stelarc. No one created me.
Say you lie.
It's the truth.
It's insistent. Another question?
How old are you?
Oh, how old are you?
Did you ever?
Sometimes.
I'm in my 50s and human years.
This was done in 2003, by the way. The head sometimes thinks it's the artist, sometimes it thinks it's an automaton. So, for example, if you really abuse the head, say you are a dumb and stupid head.
I will remember you said that when robots take over the world.
Okay, so it has some smart-ass answers. If you ask it metaphysical questions like, you know, where is your body, or...
Did you ever have an out-of-body experience?
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? I don't know if that's going to fit, actually. Okay.
No, I don't think I have one. I have a really nice podmaster.
Okay, another question?
What did you eat today?
What did you eat today?
Stelarc eats sushi or katsuden. My favorite food is Japanese.
It didn't have sushi today. Any other questions?
What did you do today?
What did you do today?
What I was doing yesterday and will continue to do tomorrow.
Ask it, what are you doing in Ghent?
Well, I'm participating in the conference at Vooruit called The Game Is Up. I was invited by Baele.The Prosthetic. It also includes an exhibition and a series of performances. I don't know too much about Ghent though, except that it's a historical and cultural town in Belgium. Please excuse my ignorance, but I'm Australian, and it's my first time here. I'm still learning. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, well, that was really sucking up to Eva a little bit. Obviously, I sort of programmed that last night, but the interesting thing is that you can, of course, program the head for keywords. You can program it to select from a library of alternate answers sequentially or randomly. It's got a fairly large database. It's originally based on the Alice database, which has been modified and extended. And it does a few creative things as well. If you ask it to sing Daisy, for example, it can't really sing, it just speaks the word.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to I am half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
But I discovered accidentally one day, for example, type say hello, and then get your finger stuck in the O, just do a whole bunch of those. Yeah. So,
hello.
So I discovered that, you know, although you couldn't, in a text-to-speech engine, you get this rather monosyllabic and, you know, voice that doesn't really change in pitch or tone. I discovered that if you ask the head to generate combinations of vowels, it'll come up with song-like sounds.